Yo, what up, Commanders fans? Welcome to Commander Line Podcast. I'm your host, Derek Humphrey. From the field to the newsroom, this is where you're going to get all of your Commanders news. We're going to keep it real and stay on the pulse of your team, the Washington Commanders. First off, I'd like to thank everyone for listening. If you haven't listened in, this is my first episode, so I'm kind of nervous. But I'd like to first make a special shout out to my boy Ron Davis from G Junior Productions. He always get mad at me when I mess that up, but yeah, that's my guy. He made the intro beat for me, so much appreciation to you, Ron. Um, I decided to do this podcast because I just got inspired. I watch a lot of my favorite podcasters do Commanders podcasts. I'm a huge Commanders fan. Um, Podcasts like or YouTubers like Rio Robinson, Rico from Street Scores, Real Ed Oliver, Louis T, um, Pedro Schmidt, was Juan Gotti, So those are guys that I always look at all their channels, and I got inspired to do this. So I'm here now. So thank you all for tuning in, and let's get started. So first up, I would like to talk about the salary cap. Just got a salary cap update, and this is from Over the Cap. Um, right now, the Washington Commanders, as reported, the Washington Commanders are sitting at $82.2 million of cap space. So with that being said, with $82 million, $82.2 million of cap space, right, they can do a lot of damage, right? So let's see who's in front of them. It looks like the New England Patriots are above everyone at number one with 119 million in cap space. Las Vegas Raiders come in number two with 92.5 million. Washington Commanders sitting at 82.2 million, and then like a distant fourth, maybe. You got the Arizona Cardinals sitting at $71.3 million in cap space. So with that being said, I was thinking about the free agents available and what we need as far as to help the team and help Jaden Daniels to put some pieces around them, to win. Because I think overall last year was a great team. It's just that we fell short, and I'm not saying there's no disrespect to nobody on the team right now. I think they did a wonderful job, but we need more talent in the positions. Okay, so with that being said, I looked up some things, and just trying to see, in my opinion, where we can improve at. So for let's start at wide receiver. So you guys already know the news that T Higgins is being franchise tagged. Not sure if it's going to be a restricted or unrestricted tag, but I would say this, with T Higgins, great talent. But even if he was available, I just didn't see Adam Peters paying. I just didn't see Adam Peters breaking the bank for T Higgins. In my opinion, I know people say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get T Higgins and all that." I didn't see it, So forgive me, I'm trying to get this camera straight. Lord have mercy, this thing's holding me away. um, yeah, didn't like that video, but anyway, yeah. So T Higgins, right? I didn't see Adam Peters breaking the bank for him, and we got some other options out there that I did take a look at. So we do have Chris Godwin that's available with on free agency. We have Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, Darius Slayton, Hollywood Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, and Keenan Allen. All viable options, right, for a veteran receiver to come in. But I still think we need a tackle receiver in the draft too as well. There's a lot of wide receivers coming out of the draft that we can develop. So you can bring a veteran in and give him like on a 1 year prove it. I might give Chris Godwin. I might just, if I was Adam Peters, let me say I might, like, I'm gonna have the money. If Adam Peters wanted to, he can probably give Chris Godwin maybe a 3-year deal. I can see that happening. And then you draft somebody and you develop them, and bring them along and teach them how to be a pro. And you want more people. And then you got to okay. So you also have to understand that Terry McLaurin, right, is coming up for extension as well. I think in 2026 he's coming up for his extension. So you got to be real smart about what you're about to do, because Terry is a key piece to this offense, and you want people like him long term. Great dude on and off the field. So big ups to Terry McLaurin. And I was thinking also with wide receiver too. The Cooper Kupp situation. I think that Cooper Kupp, he will be a post June cut. I think right now, if you was to get Cooper Kupp, you might have to trade for him. But if you did have to trade for him, I would say that Cooper Kupp, I'll probably give like a fifth, maybe, or probably try to give a fifth. Um, I wouldn't break the bank for Cooper Kupp, but hey, I wouldn't mind him being here either as a secondary option. So, you know, hey, we might do that. So now I want to go into my free agency list because I have some key pieces that I want to talk about real quick. It's not going to be a long video today, guys, because it's late at night and I'm doing this video. It is now currently 12:25 a.m. But we're going to get through this. So let's see. We're not really okay. Let's talk about running backs real quick. Okay, so I understand that we have B. Rob, Austin Eckler, and Jeremy McNichols. I don't think McNichols are coming back. I don't know what they're going to do with Chris Robinson. Austin Eckler is like those concussions scared me last year, and plus he's up in age. So if he comes back, I say it's probably if he comes back, and I think he's still in the contract actually. So if they decide to keep him, if they move on from him, they will take a hit, but it's not a big hit. But you have to get younger and you have to get faster and you have to get more burst out of that position. Brian Robinson, I don't know what his issue is. I don't know if he's not seeing the line well, and I don't know if maybe it's a product of the line not blocking for him correctly. But I just felt like he fell short this year, and he had his burst. I'm not gonna lie, he had his burst, but I think overall we need to probably upgrade that position too. So looking at my free agency list right here, and I see a couple names that that is intriguing me with the running backs that may can bring a veteran in and still draft a running back in the draft. Aaron Jones will be available from the Minnesota Vikings. He had a good year last year. James Conner from the Cardinals. I'm not really sure about that. He's okay. Najee Harris. Najee Harris to me I thought he was going to be real dope, but he only averages like 3.9 yards a carry, and you might as well keep Brian Robinson for that. J.K. Dobbins, no. Javonte Williams, no. Nick Chubb. Now that intrigues me. I know Nick Chubb is coming off that serious knee injury he had like a year ago, but hey, you never know. I'll probably give him a chance. Then you got Kareem Hunt, Rico Dowdle from the Dallas Cowboys, and yeah, man, you got Alexander Madison and Khalil Herbert. To round up the top 10 available free agent running back. So I would take a chance on Aaron Jones. I'll swing for Aaron Jones, and I'll swing for maybe like a Kareem Hunt or Nick Chubb. So yeah, just bringing the extra running back and then still draft a running back, because in my opinion, I just don't think that Brian Robinson right now is like a viable option, at this point, because I'm like, you can do so much better. You're big. You got the strength. I just was kind of disappointed. Just put it like that. So moving on from the running backs, I just want to go down to maybe tight end. Let's touch on tight end real quick, because Zach Ertz, he is up in age, but you do have Ben Sinnott that's on the team as well, and Ben Sinnott, I don't know. I can't even say that he showed flashes. But what I can say about Ben Sinnott is that if given time, I think that you can still groom him and then show him the ropes and how to be a pro. You know what I'm saying? So, and maybe also what's the other Cole Turner? That's his name, Cole Turner. He was supposed to be real good coming out of college, and he had a lot of hype around him. But he flashes in the offseason, and when it shows up the regular season, I don't know what they do, but he just can't make it to the 53-man roster. So we'll see what we'll see what that happens. But we do have tight ends that are available that kind of intrigue me. You got Juwan Johnson out of New Orleans, had a pretty good season this year. Mike Gesicki from the Cincinnati Bengals. But I did hear something that he might want to stay with Cincinnati, so it's whatever with that. Tyler Conklin, that intrigues me too because he's pretty decent. He's pretty decent. He plays with the Jets. Pretty. I don't really see any other names on here unless you know what I'm saying, you re-sign Zach Ertz, which I think he might do because that's Jaden's like his security blanket. So yeah, you can always draft another tight end. If you're not satisfied with Senate, you can go in the draft and find another tight end. You know, Adam Peters can find somebody in the 5th round, you know, like he did George Kittle in San Francisco. So you never know, you know, what that position can entail and hold. So just keep an eye out for that one. Now, offensive line, this is where I only have three names that I'm really intrigued with the offensive line, bringing them in as far as protection. Ronnie Stanley from the Baltimore Ravens, pretty big. I like him. Garrett Bowles and Cam Robinson from the Minnesota Vikings. Garrett Bowles from the Denver Broncos. I think out of those names, I'll probably take a look at Ronnie Stanley. He's a pretty decent player. He had an okay season this. I won't say okay. He had a good season this year, in my opinion. He had a good season. Protection on the line. So you can really look at him. And let's go down to offensive guard because I heard some rumors. This is just rumors that Brandon Sheriff, used to play with us when a couple years ago before he went to Jacksonville. Heard that Brandon Sheriff was available. I do like what's the boy name from Kevin Zeitler from the Detroit Lions, who's available, and Mekhi Becton. I will say go after Mekhi Becton. Make Philadelphia weaker. You know what I'm saying? Like take you know, they're a powerhouse right now, right? And they got a lot of talent. So you got to make your opponent weaker, especially your rival in your own division. Make him weaker. I say go after Mekhi Becton. He got nice size, nice length, pause. But I think that'd be a good option, you know what I'm saying, for offensive guard. And plus you don't know with Sam Cosmi with that injury that he had with the torn, I think it was a torn ACL, if I'm not mistaken. You know, you just want to shore up that line and give Jaden all the protection. Plus, you can still go in the draft. You can draft to move up, trade some picks, and get some more and acquire some more picks if you have to get some more offensive line help. So you never know what that entails. So let's touch on the defense real quick. I want to go straight to edge rusher because there's a couple names on here that I'm very intrigued with and that I am looking to Adam Peters to make a deal with. I like Khalil Mack. I'll probably bring him in on a 1-year prove-it deal. I heard that he was not saying mulling retirement, but he was thinking about it. But I still think he got a lot left in the tank. He played outstanding. He played good for what he did last year with the Chargers. So Khalil Mack, I definitely look at if you could pair him with Myles Garrett. Excuse me, that's my phone going off. If you could pair him with Myles Garrett, and for Myles Garrett, I'm giving up 2 first-round picks. I'm going to let you know right now. I'm giving up 2 first-round picks. So definitely be on the lookout for that with Khalil Mack because I think they might make a move for him. This is my predictions. I think they might make a move for him. But I'm also intrigued with Haason Reddick. If he can get back in shape, I know he sat out all last year for the Jets because of I think he wanted to get traded. But if you can – hey, man, get Haason Reddick in here and make some type of deal with that, I think that'll be awesome, you know. See what he can do. Give him a 1-2 year deal. See what he can do. You got Josh Sweat from the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll probably, go after him as well. Like I said, you want to make Philadelphia weaker as much as you can because they're a division rival and, Super Bowl champions. Make them weaker, man. And here's DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm not really sure. I mean, he's older now. I don't know how much he has left in the tank. But a name that intrigues me on here is a former player that we had, a former second-round player that had so much hype behind him. I know he's not a good quarterback pass rusher, but he can damn sure plug the line when it comes to the run. He's good against the run. So I see Chase Young. I'll probably give him on a 1-year prove-it deal. You probably get him for cheap, too, because he's not going to break the bank. So I'll say look at Chase Young, man. Let's go to another spot on the defense that intrigues me too is inside linebacker. Dre Greenlaw from the San Francisco 49ers. I like him definitely. He did deal with an injury. I think he tore his Achilles in that Super Bowl game he played against Kansas City a year ago. It was a year ago. Damn, it makes it feel like it's so forever. But yeah, it's a year ago. So I'll say go after Dre Greenlaw. You know, he might be healthy enough where he can, because he did came back last year and he did start a little bit. I forgot the guy who walked out on his team. He played with San Francisco and he walked out. He's taking Greenlaw's place. And when Dre came back, that's when he made. I forgot his name, but I got to look that up. But yeah, Dre Greenlaw is a good option because you know Bobby Wagner. If they re-sign Bobby Wagner, you still want to get Drake Greenlaw is still young, where you can he can still make an impact. You know, coming off the Achilles, I know that's kind of a devastating injury, but that man got some talent, man. So you know, you get a linebacker from out of college, and you get Drake Greenlaw, see what happens. And you never know. So I say go after Drake Greenlaw. I also have on this list Nick Bolton. I like him from the Kansas City Chiefs. Played pretty good. Zach Bond, Philadelphia Eagles, man. I say, hey, man, do something to go after Zach Bond. You know, make them weaker, man. Bobby Wagner, you know, I think Bobby's coming back. I really think Bobby's coming back. He was like the quarterback of that defense. So I see Bobby Wagner coming back. I love him with Frankie Louvu, man. Great lineman. It's been a long time since we had linebackers. And, you know, so I got these big ass lips, so they got to keep licking them. So excuse me. But anyway, yeah, man. So I say go back to Bobby Wagner. And now, here's what I'm intrigued with. DJ Reed from the New York Jets says that he's on the free agent list. I believe so. And Charvarius Ward from the San Francisco 49ers. Also, Rasul Douglas. I'm not really too wild about Rasul Douglas. He can make things happen. He can make turnovers. But I think he just had an okay year last year with Buffalo. But I like Carlton Davis III. But yeah, Charvarius Ward and DJ Reed, I say make a play for them. Charvarius Ward, in my opinion, I think last year he had an okay year, but he also had his daughter passed away. So, first of all, rest in peace to his daughter. You know, my condolences to him and his family, because that must be, you know, something real tragic that he had to go through mentally. So he probably wasn't there all the way. But I just think a change of scenery and stuff for him can do him justice, and he might get back on track. But I'm really intrigued with if you bring Charvarius Ward with Marshawn Lattimore, and then you have Mikey Sarenstill. You put Mikey Sarenstill in the inside, you might got something there. And then if you have like a good linebacking core, like we were just talking about, I mean, hey man, what can that might be a good defense. And you bring in Myles Garrett. You have Khalil Mack on the other end. Still, now here's the thing. I don't know if they're going to bring back. They're going to trade either Jonathan Allen or Daron Payne. I think with Jonathan Allen, you save $16.6 million with the cap. So I think they might trade Jonathan Allen. I don't know. I would say keep him, but I think they don't play good together. In my opinion, I like the Johnny Newton and what's my boy name? God, I just went blank. Yeah, but I do like Johnny Newton and not Jonathan Allen, but what's my I can't believe I just forgot that boy name. Daron Payne. Yeah, that's Daron Payne. Lord, my mind goes, it's late. It's 12 something at night. It's late. But no, I do like him, and I like that pairing with Johnny Newton. So Daron Payne and Johnny Newton better than Allen and Newton. So yeah, man. I don't know, but hopefully, you know, we can make that move on the defense, because I think that would be a very, very good, you know, a very good defense. You know, you get them players. I mean, you can boost up your defense and make a run deeper in the playoffs, man. Probably can go a little bit further, because one thing we couldn't do last year, and you know, just listen to all my guys that I listen to, man, and I do agree totally 100%. The one thing we couldn't do. I'm sorry, I got to, you know, next one. We're gonna move this big ass mic next time. I'm gonna use my lapel mics next video. But one thing that we can do, and I'm really intrigued with, is shore up the run defense, because I think that's what we was lacking with. Man, we was getting run over by every team, especially like, you know, Saquon Barkley, Jahmyr Gibbs. Man, they was tearing a hole in us, man. Pause. But I will say this: you shore up the line, right? And you get a couple pass rushers in. Matter of fact, I will bring back Jeremy Chin. I'll bring back Jeremy Chin. And I mean, I think that defense can really flourish next year. I do trust in Dan Quinn's process and Joe Witt Jr. I trust their process. You know what I'm saying? They was working with like a mass unit. So imagine if they had the right pieces. So yeah, man. So the question I asked for you guys, if you can leave it in the comments when I make this video, when I post this video, if you can leave it in the comments, man. I like to read your comments, and then I'll probably reply back to you the best way I can. Get back to you when I can. What do you think that we need to shore up on? Like what do you think that we need to add to the defense or offense? What key pieces you see out there? Maybe somebody that I forgot. Also, I'm looking forward to the draft. So the next couple of videos, I will be doing one about the draft. I will be doing one with any updates on any potential signings. I know the tampering period doesn't start. I believe the tampering period starts on March 10th, I believe. I think so, March 10th. I got to double check that, but I'm very intrigued for this offseason. I'm very happy what we did last year, and I just think we can't do nothing but go up from there. Jaden, man, let me tell you something, man. I haven't been excited about a quarterback in a long time, and I got my Jaden Daniels jersey. I got my Jaden Daniels rookie card. I'm going to see him at the Javits Center in New York at Fanatics Fans Fest this June. Hopefully, I can get him to autograph my rookie card I got of him, and trying to get my son into football, and just I'm real excited about next year. So, you guys, thank you so much. This is my first video. I know you guys can tell that I was very nervous, but I am going to work on that. I just wanted to get this video out there because I've been sitting on it for so long. Thank you for your time, and let's just say this: the best is yet to come. So. Thank you, guys. I will see you next time, and peace.